I had started a playlist on Spotify of just like when I would
when you
hear.
were like 18.
No, it was
Your
only
wedding playlist.
I played the very first song on the playlist, and he's driving, and he just starts crying.
We weren't going to include that in this conversation. I don't know how I'm nervous for the day of. Like,
No,
I
same.
don't know how I'm going to be able to operate.
I think you cry more when you have weed in your system, so maybe
Maybe I'll be sober and I'll just be fucking Richard Kuklinski, the Iceman. I won't shed a tear.
I don't know who that is, but if you don't shed a tear, then I'm turning around and going out the front door.
Well, all right. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin.
What do you need?
I have no brain cells.
That's all right. Nothing new.
I just stopped it midway. That's just gonna kill you. Yeah,
In my studio.
We're ready to go?
yes.
Welcome back to the Party with Strategy podcast. Only the most special of guests. Another Monday, another cancellation. Jamel, you're kind of a piece of shit. I still love you. If you want to see us, you can come to Celeste and tell him you hate him too. But thankfully, the woman of my dreams comes through every single time. There hasn't been a time yet where she hasn't come through for me. And I want to redo this intro that I did the first time because some things have changed. This is, in fact, the blonde bomber. Not for long.
The blonde egra.
The blue-eyed bandit. The plant-based baddie. My fiancé. Ladies and gentlemen, ERIN Bommersbach.
Full government name. Hey.
It's going to change soon.
It is going to change soon.
75 days.
Yep. Well, probably a month or two after that is when it'll officially change. But
Yeah. We have a 75-day countdown. Let's just, first of all, thank you for filling in. We did have another cancellation. Same guy, but another cancellation. And you stepped up to the plate. I appreciate it. We both just got back from trips. Yours was a little more meaningful than mine, I think. We had a good time, though.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about that. I want to start with just like a little weekend recap, maybe. And then I want to get into wedding planning. And I also want to talk about our playlist for our wedding.
Okay.
And I also want to talk about us being the wife of a DJ. I feel like that's a very particular and probably relatable thing. I mean, you don't know at the moment any other DJ wives, but I think, you know,
I know a couple girlfriends.
a couple girlfriends. I think that that's a very particular tribe that you're about to join. And I just want to interrogate you about it.
Okay.
So tell me and everyone else about your weekend. It was your...
I went on my bachelorette.
Damn.
So I have literally one brain cell in my head right now. But it was a wonderful time. We went to Big Sky, Montana, and I made all of my friends be horse girls with me, like the horse girl that I am at heart. And yeah, we drank a lot. We're out in nature. There was 8 of us. It was a nice little crew. And yeah.
Good team bonding.
Good bonding. We're all in our 30s, so we all, I think, went to bed before midnight almost every night, which was new for a bachelorette party. But It was good. It didn't get too crazy. I texted Zack at one point and said that I was about to punch a guy, and he got a little worried.
Yeah, I'm like at work having a good time, trying to DJ, provide good energy, and my fiance's in another state telling me that she's going to punch some guy in the face. I said, let's just think about this for a second. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Definitely don't do that.
You got very philosophical, as if, like, you know that I wasn't, you thought I was texting you because I was about to punch a guy in the face?
I mean, that's what you told me. I believe most of the things that you say.
Thank you. I just like in my head, well, what happened was this guy grabbed my friend's ass who was with us in the men's restroom. He was a man. So man on man ass grabbing.
It's allowed. It's allowed.
So
we do that.
He said he thought it was his friend who was in the same denim coat or something in the bathroom. So he then came out and came to our table, creepy looking dude, and was apologizing to my friend for doing it and gave him $3. And so we were all like joking about it. I thought it was funny. He thought it was funny. He's giving my friend money for grabbing his ass in the bathroom. So me, being the drunk bride that I was, like, was poking at him a little bit, and I was just like, oh my gosh, you grabbed my friend's ass, like, la la la. Like, it was very lighthearted. And then he said something weird that I didn't really catch. And then he like turned to me and like put his hand like on my arm, just like as he's talking to me. What?
Nothing.
Oh. And so you look like you're about to say something. So he like, as you're like talking to someone, you just like brushily touch them for a second. My maid of honor.
He fucking touched you?
Yeah. Well, just like this.
He fucking touched you?
So my maid of honor
You didn't tell me that another man touched you on your bachelorette party.
He went like this as he was talking to me.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
And my maid of honor over my shoulder, though, as the We Hate Men clan that we are, was like, don't touch her. And like freaked out. Not freaked out, but like, you know, whatever.
She came to your rescue.
So then we were getting weird vibes anyway. This whole interaction is about 27 seconds. And then he just looks at us and has this weird smirk on his face. And he was like, I didn't know I was talking to a bunch of bitches, and then walked away. And then
John should have beat his ass. This is what I told him. This is why I told him on the way to the airport. Mm-hmm. I dropped off her and her friend, John, who was the man who got his ass grabbed in the first place. I drove him to the airport. I'm taking him there in the morning. I said, listen, ERIN told me you have some martial arts training. Mm-hmm. I want you to know that if you feel like you need to beat anybody up, man or woman, please, I give you full permission and feel free.
Yeah, this wasn't worth it. But then I just remembered too that, so then he walked away or whatever, and we're just like, okay, that guy was weirdo. And then he came back around, I guess, and was standing kind of next to us and was taking ice out of his drink and throwing it at our feet. I forgot to tell you that part too, because Annie reminded me of it last night.
John should have beat this guy's ass.
And then go to Montana jail.
Yeah.
So then we just left.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I didn't.
You were the bigger people. You were the better people. You're obviously the hotter people, and I think that was the right decision.
Thank you.
And then you texted me, and I was a little nervous. I was a little worked up.
Yeah, I like jokingly texted him, I'm gonna hit someone in the face. And then he got really like,
I said, baby,
please don't do that. It's not like, he got so serious, and I was like, oh, I was just like joking. But
good.
He was nervy.
I was a little nervous. Mm-hmm. You're my little baby.
Yeah.
I can't have you hitting men. Someone's going to beat you up.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad you had a fun weekend. Mm-hmm. It looked incredible. You have one of the greatest friends of anybody that I've ever dated. Is that weird to say?
No.
Shouts to Annie for being an incredible party planner. All of the decorations and pictures and everything looked amazing, and she helped me plan a few things, and she knows what she's doing. Yeah. I'm thankful that she's your friend. She helps me out.
Yeah. So you probably didn't know the few things that she asked you to do. And I didn't bring them up, surprisingly. And I was really trying not to plan my own bachelorette because,
Right.
well, and I met Annie, my maid of honor, as we were both event planners at a hotel together. So she's an event planner. I used to be a wedding planner. So we're both very planny, and it's hard for me to not plan my own things. So I would be asking her, you know, can I do this? Did you do that or whatever? And she was like, stop talking to me. And then I didn't bring up to you there's sometimes things that the other fiance will do, such as send something to the house or buy something when we're out at a dinner or do a fun little video game. And you did both of those things, which when it was on the last night, we're at a really nice resort for a nice dinner. And the server goes, the groom decided to send over a bottle of champagne. And I look at Annie and I was like, did you tell him to do this? You told him to do this, right? You told him. She's like, stop talking to me. It doesn't matter. And I was like, you told him to do this, but at least he still did it. I was like, there's no shot that he knows this.
I may have had a bit of influence. There was a little birdie whispering things to me, giving me some suggestions. But I need that.
Yeah.
And you understand that too.
Yeah.
I even, last week I was just being kind of a bum, and you suggested maybe I make a mix for you for your bachelorette party. And although it feels like I'm being put to work a little bit, like that's my initial feeling when I just want to sit around and play Rocket League like a scumbag.
For 11 and a half hours a day.
But, I got down here and I started making the mix, and I was like, this is dope. This is really cool. I'm glad that I'm doing this. I'm glad that she asked me to do this.
It was my first mix from you.
It's special. I added a few little treats in there, and that really made me realize that I'm grateful for a lot of the suggestions that I'm given, because I don't know what I'm doing at all, ever.
Ever. Just kidding.
But yeah, you were on your bachelorette, and I went with the Disconnect, aka me, DJ Heavy, and DJ White Shadow, to Las Vegas to do a gig on the rooftop of the Rio, which was fucking awesome. It was a bit of a mission to get there. We flew to LA to then rent a car and drive to Vegas.
Right after Celeste.
Yeah, straight from Celeste. Left Celeste, came here, grabbed my bags, hopped in an Uber, got to the airport. I was with Heavy. White Shadow met us there. We get to LA. I slept absolutely. I had to be woken up twice on the flight. Once because I was in the emergency exit, so I had to give them my word that I would and could perform any activities if needed. And then I went back to sleep, and I got woken up again to put my seat back up because we were about to land. I slept the entire flight. Then we get in the car, start driving to LA, and I slept through most of that as well. So I was definitely the most well rested on the trip, and that was nice. I caught a little flack for it, but I was prepared.
Okay.
And we stayed at the Rio, which is it feels to me like a classic Vegas hotel. It's a little bit older and more disgusting than most of the hotels. But to me, it kind of felt like home.
Our home's disgusting. Look around you. This place is now beautiful.
Yeah. No, in the heart of who I am.
Yeah.
Not the home that I currently live in, but the home that resides inside of me.
Okay.
It's
just a dumpster in there.
It was a little trashy, and that is relatable for me. I'm working my way out, but let's not discard the fact. Exactly. Let's not forget where we came from. So yeah, we were at the Rio. It was a good time. It was actually one of the most hectic days I've ever had traveling to do a gig, because we are doing this artist thing now, where this is a project. This is a different thing than the rest, or the first part of my DJ career thus far. We didn't land. We get to LA in the car. Our manager picks us up from the airport and he drives us to the hotel. We check in. Everything, we're kind of behind schedule. We ran a little bit late. We're kind of rushing. He sends us to the dispensary because he talked to someone over there and got us a bunch of goodie bags, free packages. So me and Heavy had to run over there. We had to grab the stuff. We got back in the cab. We head back to the hotel. We pull up and Peds is out there with White Shadow and a lifestyle photographer that he has hired to follow us around from 4 p.m. until midnight. We get back from the dispensary, hop in Peds' car right away, go to the photo studio where we had a photo shoot booked. So we're getting professional photos taken while we have this lifestyle photographer taking pictures of us getting our pictures taken. Mm-hmm. It was just mayhem. It felt kind of insane and a little bit, I felt uncomfortable and out of place, but also that I kind of settled in. Those feelings fell aside and then we started having fun. Like, you know, the photographers telling us to get loose, get goofy. Is there anything we want to be doing? I decided to smoke a cigarette. White Shadow was drinking some wine. Then we're having fun and he was like, all right, I need some emotion out of you guys. I need you to like, you know, get angry. Well, that came later. He was like, you gotta like get angry or like have some, these pictures need to speak. You need to be able to feel them when you look at them. So he starts taking pictures and I just started screaming like, I'm just trying to get crazy. He was like, make it chaotic. And obviously I came out of nowhere. These two are just fucking cracking up now. So the picture is probably of me just like, and they're just laughing at me.
Oh, no. No.
But it was fun. It got the ball rolling a little bit. We all started getting loose after that. Sometimes you need a good scream. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to just get in your car and scream as loud and deeply, like into your core as you can.
Do you do that often?
It feels nice. I used to do it a lot more than I do now. It's been a minute, actually.
That's nice.
I probably don't feel like I need it as much, but I still think that it's a reminder of how good it feels to just really put everything you got into, get a little passionate about the scream coming out of your mouth, you know? Mm-hmm. So we got the photos, really fucking sick photos. Then we're rushing back to the hotel so that we can shower, get ready. I had to shave, change, put on our show outfits. We're running late. White Shadow's running super late. I feel like he was running on fumes the whole time. I feel so bad. Like, he's doing this for us. Like, he is doing this for us, and he's leaving his fucking nice crib next to the lake and squirrels and eagles and nature and relaxation to take me and Heavy around fucking the Rio Las Vegas and DJ with us. And like,
I don't think he's upset about it.
I don't think he's upset about it at all. He's definitely not upset, but I know that he's doing it for us, and he's tired. He's he didn't get to sleep on the plane. He drove the car to Vegas. Like, he didn't get to sleep in the car. We're running around doing all this stuff. So we get to the gig and we had a great time. We fucking ripped it. It was awesome. Like, it's crazy. You're the whole skyline of the Las Vegas Strip is in the background. It was an awesome looking and feeling venue. And we got great footage. There was like a drone guy there. We still got the lifestyle photographer taking our pictures.
How was the set compared to the last Vegas set?
I felt way more loose and knew what songs I wanted to play. The Las Vegas set was our first set together, and our first set doing like EDM, like electronic music, not poppy shit, not like playing for the room, but more so playing our shit that represents what we do. So the first one, I didn't really know what we were going to play or what to expect or how it was going to go. So this one I felt so much more comfortable because we'd already done one, and in the time in between I've been looking for this vein of music. I've been building up my catalog of this music. I've been playing it at Celeste more. I've been like enjoying it. So now I'm coming in like, all right, look what I got. Like, look what I can do. I wasn't just like playing shit and seeing how they reacted. Like, I had done all that. Now I know how they're going to react. Now I know what I want to play. It felt really good. So that was tight. And then we get done. White Shadow goes to bed immediately. He was so fucking tired. I felt so bad, honestly. And then we were pretty tired too. Like, we walked around. We were going to gamble. We were going to eat. All the food places were closed. The gambling was too busy. And it's just like, all right, let's fucking go to bed. So we go back to the room, get some sleep, have a nice morning. We gambled a little bit in the afternoon before we left, which was nice. It was Heavy's first time gambling ever. So that was really cool to be a part of and see. We won a couple bucks. It was tight. Fly home. I got to see my baby.
Hectic weekend.
It was hectic. It was good. But yeah, I'm just glad I'm marrying such a great woman. I don't feel like a lot of wives to be that I know in my world would be excited about their husband to be going to Vegas on the weekend of their bachelorette party, and I didn't catch any flack for it. So that's how I know you're the one.
I made a bunch of jabs ahead of time.
That's fine. A jab is that's fun. We like to have fun, but I can tell when something's real.
Yeah.
Those jabs weren't real.
Yeah.
They were just fun.
Yeah. It's like, you're not allowed to go to Vegas on my bachelorette. But now your bachelor is in 2 weeks. So now I get to go somewhere.
Yeah. You're going to be going to the kitchen.
Don't act all cool on your little podcast.
Where are you going to go?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet.
Oh, you're waiting to plan it.
On our new joint credit card.
Oh, yes. You've been waiting for us to open the joint bank account so you could plan it.
Yes.
I mean, it's
5
all
times travel points.
it's all adding up. Yeah, I'm going to have to grab my laptop. I forgot to do that because I have a little playlist. Or you have your phone. You have like the wedding playlist, right?
Yeah, we have some on yours and some on mine.
Mine's cocktail that I have, which is not that important. Let's use your phone.
Wait, can we say who's marrying us first?
Oh, yeah.
While I pull
That's
it up.
great.
That's
so,
a fun story.
We asked White Shadow to marry us because who better for the job? Like,
yeah.
Why are these lights off, by the way?
Oh, yeah, they just went off.
I think they turn off by themselves.
Click them back on.
What the hell's going on here?
The timer did that low, I think,
Maybe. All right, we're back. Yeah,
there was a lot of people that we were considering. Well, not like a lot of people, but we were trying to think of who to consider because we're not having a religious ceremony. We wanted it to be someone that was friends with us and close to us. And there was a lot of people on either side that we could have potentially asked. But I love that it's him because he met us when we were already together. So he like only knows us. And I like that aspect of it, let alone him saying that he's wearing an entire Pope robe outfit. And it's just going to be chaotic, but we're not letting, I told him he's not allowed to wear that, but it's going to be so fun. But yeah, wait, tell him what happened when we asked him.
Okay, so yeah, we decide, I think you brought it up. You were like, we should ask Paul to marry us. And I was like, that would be sick. And that's a fantastic idea. So now we know we want to ask him. And now we're like, when do we ask him? Trying to kind of plan it out. Mm-hmm. He hits me last minute. This was months ago. This was over the winter, I want to say. I don't know, whatever. Months ago, he asked me to do this gig for him because he was running late. He's like, I'm flying in. I'm not going to be able to get there in time. Will you please go do this gig? Just open up for me. I'll get there, hop on. It'll be fine. It ends up being this dude's 50th birthday party who's having Snoop Dogg perform as the headliner, as the act for the party. So I'm there early, just playing background shit, cocktail shit, whatever. People are getting food, they're hanging out, they're coming in, the party's building up. Do the gig. I brought ERIN with me. It actually ended up being like across the street from our crib, really close, this really cool movie studio that just opened. So it's in this amazing space, brand new space that's literally just an empty, it looks like an airplane hangar or something, just this huge empty thing, which is a movie studio people rent out. So, I mean, the party planner for this thing went nuts. It looked incredible in there. It was like insane. They had all lettuce entertainment, like catering. They had RPM steak. They had the taco spot that they have. They had seafood, pasta, like all this shit. It was crazy. And it was decorated dope, cool things hanging from the ceiling, full on stage that I'm on, LED board, everything. Like fucking $1 million party easily. So I'm doing the gig. ERIN's there. We're having fun. Paul finally gets there. I basically did the whole opening slot. Now people are talking, whatever. I'm done DJing. After the people are done talking, Snoop Dogg's going to come on. We're hanging out, having some drinks, eating some food, having fun. And, you know, Snoop Dogg comes out. It's crazy. It's a party. It's lit. It's turned. Good times. And then we're like at the bar in the back hanging out. It's me, ERIN, Paul, and his boy. And she was like, we should ask him right now.
I had
This is
4
perfect.
glasses of wine down. I was like, we're not going to see him again. We got to do it right now.
Yeah. So we were like, all right, we'll ask him. So we go over, we ask him, and he was like, oh my God, that's the nicest thing anybody's ever asked. He starts crying. It's like this beautiful moment.
I'm crying.
Yeah,
He's
ERIN
crying.
starts crying. I'm tearing up a little bit. It's this beautiful moment. We like take a picture. He's, you know, says nice things. We all say nice things. And then we realize that like Snoop Dogg is up there DJing. He's playing Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. While White Shadow's just bawling his eyes out, telling us that he's going to be the clergyman. What's it called? What's the official position? Officiator of the wedding. Yeah. So it was just this insane moment where Snoop Dogg's playing Cyndi Lauper. Everybody's crying.
It was so funny.
It was great. It was actually incredible.
Yeah.
That's a core memory for sure.
Yeah. And it was funny because the picture that we got was his friend running up, not knowing what was going on, but he just runs over. He's like, hey guys, selfie. So he goes and takes a selfie at that moment. And then afterwards we were like, we just asked him to marry us. He's like, oh my God. It's just like so funny.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great moment. So yeah. Shouts to Long Drink for sponsoring the podcast. Absolutely the best cocktail you can get out there. That's exactly what it is. A cocktail in a can. It's not a seltzer. As you can tell, it's not one of those stupid, long, skinny cans that makes you look like an idiot stick when you're drinking it. This is good stuff. Anyone I give one of these to asks me what it is, where they can get it, and why they haven't had it before. I'm putting people on. You guys are next. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the program. Go to your local liquor store. Target's got them. Wherever you can. Grab a long drink today. Enjoy. Watch the pod. Let's get back to it. Thank you. It's going to be a good time. I'm excited for this wedding. I want to talk about wedding planning a little bit. How much I love it. I think I'm going to go into wedding planning after this. How much I love it.
Mm-hmm.
She's pissed. No, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I know, one, having been a wedding planner, 2, being a girl, that 3, men don't enjoy planning a wedding. Like every girl can talk to every girl and be like, how much did your fiance help in planning the wedding? Some rare occasions have strong opinions about certain things, and some are like happy to show up and whatever. So I wasn't expecting you, especially knowing you, to like really help with a lot of the details let alone you knowing how many details go into planning it. But after, a couple conversations that we had while details were being decided upon, the worst feeling to me, because I could plan it, the whole thing by myself, it would be wonderful and amazing. And I don't want to show up on the wedding day with you having no idea what you're walking into and me having just done like hundreds of hours of work. Like that feels icky to me, that you would just show up and have like a shot and just be like chilling. And I'm obviously like super excited once it all comes to fruition, but like me having done everything. So all I was asking is for me to like talk through things out loud and you knowing what's going to be occurring on the day. I'm still happy to make every decision because usually I only present you with 2 options, and even no matter which one you pick, I'll still pick the one that I want. So I just want you to know what is occurring on the day of.
It makes sense.
With me having planned it all.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
But we had to have a couple combos.
We've had combos. It's definitely stressful. I mean, I'm not doing much. I am absolutely not doing much, but the little bit that I'm having to do is just, it's extra stress on top of just your already life. You're doing a lot. You have a new job and you're planning this wedding. So like, I fully understand that it's got to be 20 times more stressful for you than it is for me. And I'm stressed. So like, there's that. We're both a little stressed. I can feel it. I can see it. It's, I think, part of the process. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that makes total sense that I should know what the fuck's going on in my wedding. And now that we are planning this wedding, I mean, I've told you this, I've definitely said this on the pod before, but like I never planned on having a wedding. I never, ever, ever in my entire life. I've always hated them. I've always dreaded them. I've been mad at people for inviting
getting
me
married
to their wedding, for getting married. Like, like legit. Through planning this wedding, I have had to text one of my friends whose wedding I didn't attend. And I had to apologize. I was like, yo, I'm sorry. Like, I truly didn't understand what goes into a wedding or what a wedding even was. I didn't understand it. I'm like, this is bullshit. Like, fuck you guys. Why am I here? Mm-hmm. And I had to text one of my friends and be like, yo, I'm sorry that I didn't come to your wedding, because this is like, it's a very special and real thing that a lot goes into. So I've been learning.
And I've been the type of girl, for those that know me, that have wanted to get married since I was like 7. Yeah. And then grew up and went to college to be a wedding planner. So it's so funny that how this came together.
The dynamic.
But yeah.
Yeah. I think it's meant to be. But yeah, and we've like attended weddings now that I've been wedding planning and seeing what goes into it. And it's like, oh shit. Okay. Like we really gotta.
Now you're seeing you're noticing details that you would have never noticed before.
Absolutely. So, there's definitely moments that I enjoy. And if there's anything, like if someone that I knew was going to get married and I was going to give them some advice, I have a few wedding planning things that I would say you should do because they're fun. Mm-hmm. You don't think they're going to be fun. You're stressed out. You're dreading having to do anything, but there's some things that are fun. I got a little running list in my head. I'm keeping count of the things that I can give to people that are like stressing about it,
Okay. What are they?
Well, I'm excited to do the photo montage. We haven't done it yet, but you mentioned it and I was like, oh, let's do that. That's fun. That like, sounds like a good time. And the
thing that I don't want to do.
Oh, wow.
Like that's one of
it's just like busy work or like something that it's like extracurricular. It doesn't like actually.
It's not like a box on the checklist that needs to be ticked. It's like something that we're including because it'll be cute.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, pictures and music are your thing.
Well, the music, not really my thing. It is
Actually,
in
yeah.
real life, but in this scenario, it's not really my thing.
Well, I had started a playlist on Spotify of just like when I would
When you
hear.
were like 18.
No, it was only.
Your wedding playlist.
No, it's that's a funny thing of like all of the songs that not all of them, but like a song that I thought like, oh, this would be the song, the first dance song or something. It's like I don't want any of those now because I wasn't thinking about you and that at that time. So now it's like a song that I would have never picked, but it's like it fits us. But the playlist that I had started on Spotify is just like if something comes out in the car or like I hear something, I'm like, oh, I don't want to forget that because I have a bad memory. So I had started this playlist and I hadn't told you because I was like, the music will be fast and easy, I think, for us to finally like put together something. So the other day, where were we coming home from? Oh, our 2-year anniversary dinner.
Yeah.
I was like, we had a 25-30 minute drive. So I was like, oh, do you want to hear some of the songs that I'd started putting in a playlist? And you're like, oh, I didn't even know that you've done that. You've asked me to do all of this bullshit details. And you're like,
You're
is the
doing
fun
the fun
part.
stuff
Yeah.
without me.
Yeah. It was just things that I had, put on there when I thought of it. So I played the very first song on the playlist and he's driving and he just starts crying.
We weren't going to include that in this conversation.
You know that I'm just going to tell everyone how much you cry.
We're at my friend's wedding and I get back from like the bathroom or something and everybody's like, damn, bro, you cried at, like, what would you tell them?
Just like in general.
It was before
No, because
that.
they asked me, they were like, do you think Zach's going to cry at the wedding? And I go, he cries all the time. I was like, we can do it when he gets back if you want. Like I can do it really, really easily if you want to see it. And they're all like, oh my God, I've only seen Zach cry one time or none or like whatever. And I was like, oh, do you want to do it now or?
I don't know how I'm nervous for the day of. Like,
No,
I
same.
don't know how I'm going to be able to operate
Same.
at all.
I know.
With all of that habit, it's going to be very overwhelming. I'm not going to be able to control any of my liquids that come out of my eyes.
I know. You can't, I think you cry more when you have weed in your system. So maybe
Maybe I'll be sober and I'll just be fucking Richard Kuklinski, the Iceman. I won't shed a tear.
I don't know who that is, but if you don't shed a tear, then I'm turning around and going out the front door. Because we're not doing like a first look or anything or whatever.
That is going to help. It's going to help, but it's not going to prevent it. I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah, no, I don't intentionally want to do a first look because I want the first time for us to see each other is at the aisle so that you cry.
You're going to need a shop vac to soak up the wild man BT when I'm done.
I know. And I think just like you crying is going to make everyone else cry. It's going to be so fun.
It's going to be insane. I can't even think about.
And we're doing our own personal vows to everyone.
Yeah, this is going to be reckless. I can't have all of the attention on me. I can't. Like thinking about it, it makes me so nervous.
Yeah.
To be standing up there and have everybody's literally there for me and you. Mm-hmm. That I can't be in front of a crowd like that unless I have a pair of CDJs in front of me. Mm-hmm. So when we're doing our vows, I think I'm going to have Jem put the CDJs up in front of me so I'm more comfortable and I'll be able to function right.
I won't be there if that's the case once again, but you can try. I won't be there. It'll be you and White Shadow getting married together
in front of a pair of CDJs
without me.
Seriously, I need
You'll be holding my
hand
hand
in me.
Our sweaty palms together.
All right, fine.
And I'll go first.
No.
Yeah.
Does the woman go first?
I don't think
I want to go first.
There might be a traditional way, but
I want to go first. Yours are going to be better than mine.
Yeah, it's like which one? I'm like, yeah, but which ones? Do you want to end? I guess you want to end on the better one, but then whatever. We'll figure it out. There's lots of details we still have to do in the next 75 days. The invitations aren't even out.
We have 75 days, and I was just talking about this on the Patreon pod, patreon.com/partywithstrategy. I like that we have this countdown going, and it's like I'm reminded of it every moment of every day. You know, usually when I'm doing a countdown, like a diet, count is 50 days of not eating carbs or whatever the fuck it is. It's hard to remember the countdown. I have to constantly.
You actively try to forget the countdown if it's about dieting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we already have this built-in countdown that's like not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm trying to attach as much to it as possible.
And I want to be as skinny as possible.
Yeah. So the diet's on there. My extracurricular habits are on there. I'm trying to connect all of these things to this countdown and really utilize it to its fullest potential.
Yeah.
So I enjoy that part.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
Did you like that a lot during your 2 double Shake Shack burgers last night?
Well, I did. I have 1 double Shake Shack burger and a fried chicken sandwich.
Oh.
You obviously weren't paying attention.
I went to bed after the first sandwich.
We did order Uber Eats twice last night, but that was a celebratory.
I only ordered once.
I ordered once too. So
Once.
how about that?
But I bought you food on the first time, and you bought food for yourself on the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a celebratory. We always order food after a trip. We
Yeah.
both were coming home from a trip. I hadn't eaten all day.
It's fine.
It's
fine.
allowed.
Today's,
We're back.
yeah.
75 days.
Yeah. 75 hard.
We started,
ya.
so obviously at like 150 days, I'm like, all right, let's go, baby. Fucking 150 days. I got to diet. I'm going to do this. And then it's like, I'm just fucking maxing on pizza and eating chicken fingers. And then, 100 hits. And then you're like, all right, baby. 100
One
days.
less
This
slice.
is it. You try again. It doesn't really stick. And now the one that stuck was the 90-day countdown.
90-day fiancé.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it made the most sense to me, I think. Mm-hmm. So at 90 is when it really kicked in. So for the last 15 days, I've been going hard.
Mm-hmm.
We had a little, I wouldn't even call it a slip up. I'd just call it a misstep.
I think we're fine.
So yeah, we're back. 75.
Yeah, we're good.
Shredding for the wedding. Also, the other thing is I have to get fitted for my suit, obviously, prior to the wedding. So to go get fitted for my suit, I gotta be trim. I gotta be slim.
Which was so funny because when the first time that we were going to pick out suits for you, which I had also given you like a 3-week notice of like, we need to go pick out your suit and the groomsmen suits because they need time to order them. They need time to get their sizes in. Some people live in different states. We got to get it going. So I gave him like a 3-week warning. We knew for a long time we were going to go shopping on this one day. So we literally drive there for 45 minutes, park the car. We're walking into the suit store. And I made the comment of something about you getting sized. And you're like, I'm not getting sized today. I can't get sized like this. I'm not going to look like this on the wedding. And I was like, then when the fuck are you getting sized for a suit? The day before? Like, what are you talking about?
Those two things just didn't really occur to me.
It was just like, we knew that we were doing this, but apparently only I knew that we were going to a suit store to do what? Just like look at them?
I thought we were going to look at some pics and I was going to be like, all right, I want that one. And then these are for the groomsmen. And they were going to be like, okay, cool. You got that. Now come back when you're feeling good and ready to get sized and we'll get you sized and we'll get it all taken care of.
Yeah. So then he says that right outside of the store. And I was like, are you shitting me?
She was pissed.
That store sucked anyway, but I was just like, anyway. So now you still do have to go get sized for your suit, but
I have to go get sized. So that is also making me hurry up and order my Ozempic.
We don't need to go down that combo.
No, I'm good. I just hit the Stairmaster.
Yeah.
It's a Stairmaster. Fucking do it the right way, you know?
Yeah. You won't even let us have a microwave, and then you're
I gave up my microwave in
inject Ozempic when
2012.
You are so capable of
That's why
shredding if you want to.
That's why I love you and I'm gonna marry you.
And also, that's your saying. You can get Ozempic if you want, but you're always saying that. So
I know. I keep going back and forth. Here's my plan. If we're at day 30 and I'm not where I want to be, I might order the Ozempic.
But Ozempic like builds up in your system over time. You won't see like a shred like that right away, I don't think.
It's just it's a Hail Mary. That's all it is.
I figured your Hail Mary was just going to be not to eat for 4 days, because that's what you usually do before a trip. I'm going to do that
anyways, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be able to eat. I'm nervous, and not to marry you. That's not what makes me nervous.
It's just a huge anticipation, of like a huge party.
Literally a party where it's it's us. We are the main focus. To be the main focus, I need my CDJs. I need something in front of me.
There will be CDJs there.
I need to
and Jem will be on them.
It just makes me so nervous to think about, and we have to say such nice and sweet things to each other in front of everybody.
You're so good at that already.
I try.
But yeah.
Yeah, let's go over the playlist though. I want give me some songs.
I have a question for you actually.
Yeah, what do you got?
You've never done a wedding, right?
I've never I worked for a company one time where I had to go shadow a couple people on weddings. So I did that. But I've never DJ'd my own wedding.
Do you think that if you were a DJ at a wedding that you would want, just like at a nightclub or something, to work the room as you saw fit, or do not play any song except for the list that I give you?
So, yeah, I mean, I think that wedding DJs know that that's their job.
Right.
I think that you DJ differently according to the event that you're DJing. Yeah. So I think if you're doing somebody's wedding, you're not freestyling anything.
Well, now that I've been like talking to people, some people, I guess it's just maybe because they don't know music as well, or they just entrust the person that its job there is to do it, that they're like, oh, they can, they can play whatever.
Yeah.
But I have always known that I want to hand select every single song that will be at the wedding, because I want to know the words to every single song. And like if I'm on the dance floor and a song comes on that I might not know as well as other ones, like my mood immediately like goes down a little bit.
Yeah, you are the problem.
Yeah.
On a dance floor at a nightclub.
Yeah. But the good thing is that I know 99% of songs ever.
True.
But that's just the type of I don't know, person that I am at a nightclub. Is like if I'm having fun, it's because I'm like belting out the words to every song.
Yeah.
So I want to do that on the wedding.
Yeah, I think that some people they just entrust the DJ and they have their like do not plays and their must plays. Right. And everything in between is like we've seen you at the club, that's why we hired you here, right. Or something like that. But then I think that there's people like you who are like, listen, I'm paying, this is my day. Mm-hmm. And I'm paying you, and you will do what I say.
That is not how I'm acting, for the record.
That's exactly what you just sat here and said. From a DJ standpoint.
Very
just
kindly.
Yes, of course.
Please only play these. And,
yeah. So I like it because
you're not the one playing.
Yeah, 100%. Because I'm not the one who's having to try and create try and give you like what you've created in your head, you know, like
True.
to you've picked every song. So if the DJ does play a song that doesn't go as well as you might have thought, you're going to be mad at him.
Which hopefully at that time, I already, like, you have to go into a wedding knowing that something's going to go wrong. And I'm not saying it's going to be the music. I think that's...
I have full confidence that the music at our wedding is going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I think that if you're having a wedding and you're expecting the party and the dance floor to be super lit and fun, it's partly your responsibility to do that as well. You know, like, yes, it's on the DJ, of course, but also we have to be having fun. Me and you have to be out there dancing. Me and you have to...
That's the least of our worries.
But right, but I think
But I get what you're saying. Because we've been to weddings that the bride and groom are completely absent from the dance floor the whole time.
And
so
that's never, like...
But that's not what's important to them. What's important to them is, you know, maybe mingling with their grandparents or like something. But we do know that the dance floor is the most important thing to our wedding.
So I'm not worried at all for it. But I'm excited. How do I word this so I don't sound bad? I'm excited for you to maybe experience what it feels like to be a DJ if one of your songs doesn't do as well as you thought it would. Because you're up there, you know,
you're gonna like pay Jem to like play my one song on my do not play list.
We're up there putting this list together, and you're like, no, I'm picking every song everybody knows the words to, because if once you don't know the words, you leave the dance floor. And like, you know, that's like, to me, you have a little DJ mindset. You're like, how do I craft this perfect set so that the room stays the entire time? I don't think it's as easy as people think it is. So I just want to see how it plays out.
Sure. But even when then we're in the car, I start playing songs from my list. You were surprised at some of the songs.
Yeah, you had some low key, some deep cuts, some bangers.
I'm a very throwbacky type of person, but I also don't want a lot of classic wedding songs that come on, and not even like Don't Play the Macarena. Like that one's typically out for most people now. But like, I don't want Mr. Brightside, or what was the one that my dad wanted and I told him
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline. Like, I don't want Mr. Brightside or Sweet Caroline and those types, just because it just feels like you're at I don't know. I wanted to be a little bit more specific than that.
You want to be more cool.
There's
like
a million.
That's too corny a little bit, or overdone, or expected.
I think, because I mean, I still love those songs and I belt them out myself at other people's weddings.
Absolutely.
And at the club. But I think overdone maybe. And I told, my dad that we weren't doing Sweet Caroline, and he was like upset for a minute, and I was like, you can listen to it right now, you can listen to it the morning of, you can listen to it 100 million times, but it's not going to be playing the 2.5 hours that we're on the dance floor.
Yeah. Give us some songs off the list.
I feel like,
are you, maybe you don't want to you're gatekeeping. Yeah.
I don't know how interesting it's going to be to just
if
list
it makes
off
you
songs.
feel any better, I don't think anybody who's listening to this podcast is going to get married.
Is still here anymore.
I don't think anyone who's listening is going to get married before the next 75 days. So it's like, they're not going to be able to steal your thunder.
Oh no. See, I told you what I want the last song to be, but I was about to say it, but I don't want to say it because I do want that to be a surprise in case any of our friends and family are listening to this.
Okay.
You probably don't even remember.
No, I definitely do, but I don't want to say it either for the same reasons.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, you want me to just say some songs?
I want you to give So are you setting up the playlist like play this song first, this song last,
Well,
and every song is in order that you give him? You can't do that. That's not possible.
No, but we also have to figure out, because we have a DJ band ensemble of one, we don't know what songs she can or can't sing yet. So like I just have a lot of songs, and then we'll see if it matches the songs that she can sing, or is there times where like she takes a break and then DJ fills in with songs.
Yeah, we do have to find out. We need a little more information. That's right. We were talking about that. All right, we'll give some songs that are on the maybe. Maybe it's not going to get played because you don't know if she could sing it. How about that? We'll start there. How's that? Ones that may not even get played. Throwaways, if you will.
There's no throwaways. I'm just kidding. I don't know. This is like too much pressure now.
You literally just have to read.
I know, but
Are you okay?
no, I'm not. We want Bohemian Rhapsody to play out through the whole song.
We need Bohemian Rhapsody. That song means a lot to us because that was one of my favorite moments at John Boy when I was playing there, and you would come to a lot of those sets and we would have so much fun.
So much fun. I mean, the song in the car that you started crying to when I put it on was Heaven is a Place on Earth.
That's insane for you to just tell everybody. That's actually nuts. That's actually nuts how you just made me look right there.
Well, like if I'm going to be uncomfy, we're both going to be uncomfy.
That's actually insane.
I mean, there's definitely some like classic wedding songs. Gimme, gimme.
Is that a wedding song? That's just a banger right now.
Yeah, right now for sure too. I do want to have like an everyone leave the dance floor except for girls, and like have a little girl dancey moment. What I Like About You by the Romantics is one of my favorite songs.
It's What I Like About You.
Can't Get You Out of My Head.
Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
Banger.
And then there's like, Espresso. There's Baby by Justin Bieber and Ludacris. That's a good song that we like.
There's also the fact of like anytime you think of a song that you're like, oh shit, this is a banger, this will go hard on the dance floor, you then have to reevaluate it for what it's saying.
Right.
Can't be like a breakup song or something about getting cheated on or like, which a lot of songs stem from those bad situations.
Yeah.
What did we have to take off the list because it was that? Do you remember?
No.
You said Mr. Brightside's like a bad thing, isn't it? Isn't Mr. Brightside about like a shitty thing?
I don't know.
Cheating or something?
I don't remember.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's the one we were talking about, but yeah, this is like, so then we got home from that dinner and we started putting together some stuff, and then still got a little fatigued from that, so we haven't quite finished anything
We haven't
yet.
picked back up. We could start right now. You're really not, you don't want any of these people to know any of your shit.
Can
we release the playlist after the wedding?
Of course.
We'll make it public.
Yeah.
We'll put it on the Patreon.
Yeah, I'm not like a gatekeeper in the sense
Well,
that
you
like
are.
no, like in the sense once it happens, like you can know everything, you can have everything, but I like the surprise factor for people that will be there enjoying it.
True.
And for the people that might pull up.
This is a pull-up event.
No.
She was a little upset with me because when Kazis was over here filming the pod, I handed him a save the date rather than mailing him one because I had it scheduled that he was going to be here. She was like, you can just give him one. And I gave it to him and I said, you're invited to our wedding. It's going to be a spectacular event. If you're free, pull up.
And I was in the other room and I was just like, did you just tell him to pull up to our wedding? You're like, what? Is this not a pull-up event? And I was like, excuse me?
There's never been more of a pull-up event than the Egra wedding.
No. It's a we had to edit the list a lot because of like how many industry people you know, how like we tried to keep it pretty small.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's not a ton of industry people going, which is actually something that I'm seeing the effects of. Some people are upset, which is weird to me because like I said, I've always been like, please don't invite me to your wedding ever.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah.
So when people are like, why am I not invited to your wedding? I'm like, why do you want to come? What do you want to come to my wedding for? You fucking weirdo, you know?
When we first got engaged and like even started talking about the list, I was like, what DJs, what like DJ friends, industry people, whatever, how many do you think you'll want there or whatever? And you're like, none. And I was like, what? And I was like, you have to invite this person or that person or whatever. And you're like, oh yeah, I guess. Like you just thought maybe that it would just be like immediate family or something.
Immediate family.
Yeah.
Like people that I would tell that I love.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never been one to use that word loosely. I still have a hard time telling people that I do love that I love them sometimes. And there's a lot of, I think in the industry, you form bonds with people. You form like deep bonds with people through a lot of substances.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
And
a lot
trauma.
and trauma. And
Work trauma.
yeah, I was, you know, there's a lot of people that are like, I love you. And I can't say it back. I don't love them. I just know them. You know what I'm saying?
I do. You're just, I don't know, very genuine. But sometimes, I mean, I think it's what is worse of like going against your own maybe internal feelings or not saying I love you back to someone that's just like, love you, man.
I think that people use that word way too loosely.
Yeah.
It needs to, if somebody tells you that they love you, like you need to fucking feel that.
Or should there just be more love in the world right now?
That's a good argument as well, actually. But like, do the people that are saying it so loosely even know what it means or how it feels?
They might not have a wall up when it comes to saying it.
True. I've just always felt like there's so many people that use that word so nonchalantly. It's like, that's a real thing. If you tell somebody that, it should fucking really mean something. Like they should understand that when you say that to them, it really means like you got their back.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are people like that I do love and I have their back on anything at any moment. And to me, that's what that word means.
Mm-hmm.
And it shouldn't be used loosely. You can't, I mean, like, yeah, there should be more love, but is it possible to can you really just love everybody? Because like,
no.
Then what? Then it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Just go around and say, I like you a lot.
You're great.
I more than like you.
I'm going to have, you know how like you, when you were little in school and you did something good, you got a sticker that said like great job or you're great or you're awesome or something. I'm going to carry those around. And when people tell me that they love me.
Instead of said nude stickers, guys, you're going to get I like you a lot stickers. New idea, free idea.
When people drunkenly tell me that they love me and I don't know what to say back, I'm going to give them one of those.
Okay.
Now let's get into the real meat and potatoes.
What?
How does it feel to be a DJ wife? How does it feel to be like sometimes the butt of the joke? Because like that's what the DJ is right now, I feel like mostly. You know, like the TikToks. You said there was one recently of like, it's never going to be the DJ, right? Like,
and I get it. I never saw this for myself. When we met, I was completely myself because I had no intention of dating you.
Yeah.
Which ended up being the biggest positive because I was going into relationships prior, you know, trying to really put on a facade or like put your best foot forward or whatever. And with us, I literally just didn't care and just talked to you like myself because I didn't think I would date you. So
that's a good perspective. That's a little 180 there.
But I mean, I am not as much, I don't know all of the butt of the joke stuff, I guess, that you get because I'm not as entwined. It's not my job. So I don't have any issues with your career. I think I would rather be with someone that's really passionate about what they're doing versus going to an office every day and coming home and complaining about it. So I think it's a positive in that way. I think it's super dependent on your personality. Like, I could never be with, say, a DJ that, or just a person, but that I didn't trust and didn't give me a lot of words of affirmation or, you know, a lot of entrusting you with going out and being in nightlife and being around so many people and being in clubs or whatever. And if I thought that something bad would happen between our relationship, because obviously I care about our relationship the most, so it doesn't make me nervous. I mean, when we first started dating, I was probably obviously more nervous than I am now that we've built trust over the last 2 years. Well, more than 2 years, but.
Yeah, when we first started dating, I remember like checking my phone constantly while I was DJing in case you were to text me, just because I felt like you were going to text me and be expecting like a quick response. Like I was like fully ready for any tests that you may have had in that realm of making sure that I was trustworthy, you know?
Right.
And none of them ever happened, but like I was fully ready.
Yeah.
I was ready to prove to you at all moments.
Yeah. And I think like you made it very well known in the beginning of our relationship that you were diving all in and you hadn't been in a type of relationship in this manner or whatnot, and you were like trying really hard, and like you weren't just saying it, but like your actions showed it too. So it's never been difficult to be with a DJ, quote unquote. So
oh, how sweet.
Yeah. But I mean,
baby.
I've met some of your friends. It'd be hard to date them. You know who? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, it's just personality of who. But everyone dates different personalities. So
yeah. What about like? Is there anything? Has your perception or what you thought a DJ was or is, has that changed since just not dating a DJ and after dating and marrying a DJ? Is there anything else that goes into it that you never saw before, or is there something that you thought was one way, but now that you live with a DJ and like see behind the scenes, you realize is a different thing? Like,
I think that you look for and download music more than I thought DJs actually did.
Yeah, I think everyone watching would be surprised at the fact that I do download and look for my own music sometimes.
No, you say I have to work on music and go and like find new songs and download new songs like 3 or 4 times a week sometimes.
And
And
you never like even thought about that being an aspect of DJing.
No, or maybe if you were just starting, but your music category is so vast at this point. I'm like, what? You got enough for days. Like, you have to go do that right now, kind of a thing.
Yeah, but I can't let these young kids be playing these new tracks that I don't know about. I gotta stay up.
Yeah.
I gotta stay young.
So I guess that's something that I didn't realize, but I didn't know DJs before. Yeah, I wasn't like a nightlife, or I was more working in restaurants than clubs. I've never like worked at a club. So
yeah, thank God for that. Otherwise, I'd be turning around, is what you said.
And walking out the door. So yeah, I mean, you were like the only DJ that I knew. You're vastly different from when I met you.
Absolutely.
In a great way. So
how about, did you realize how much we hate ourselves?
I don't think of you as someone that hates themselves. So no.
I feel like we hate ourselves a little bit. All DJs kind of, they're never as satisfied as the people listening to them are.
Sure.
With their own work.
Does every DJ want to be a DJ because they want to be that one famous DJ that makes it? Or like, do they see themselves being in nightlife forever? Or like, do they want to go be the next big DJ? Or is it different?
I think everybody's different. I think everybody's different in why they start. And then I think that your goals change along the way from when you do start. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
And maybe it's because you accomplish what you set out to do and now you have to set your next goal. Or maybe it's because you realize that you like doing this other thing more. You like playing in, I don't know, lounges more than you want to be John Summit on a festival stage in front of 20,000 people. Mm-hmm. I think there's all sorts of factors that go into that. Mm-hmm. But I think it really all starts from the love of the music. If you're a real DJ, mm-hmm. I think that's where it all stems from. Mm-hmm. Just enjoying, being a music enjoyer.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Well, how about this? Let's set up a little scenario for you. What if there was a woman watching this podcast right now and she was debating whether or not she should date this guy because he's a DJ? We don't have great raps.
Right.
What advice could you give her to maybe decide at the highest level?
I think it depends on him, and it also depends on how jealous of a person you are, your internal confidence, or what you're willing to handle in your relationship. And that could just be time spent together. Like, you and I don't go to bed at the same time mostly every night. So if that's something that's important to you, then like maybe that. And like, obviously, like I said before, if the person is trustworthy versus not, and if they get drunk and flirt with girls but tell you that it's just part of marketing,
it's part of the job,
then
it's just what I got to do. I got to get these fans.
Then I wouldn't trust that. And it depends how much you are willing to put up with, or what his character. And I mean, part of the bad rap, maybe he's been with a lot of people and that's not something that you can handle. So, I mean, there's a lot of factors, but with any job, it's just, we're all on the planet to make money, unfortunately. So it's just the person that's doing the job more than what the job is itself is what I cared about.
What a sweet, sweet woman.
I did, though. however long ago it was, I randomly started thinking, which I didn't think about initially for some reason, just because, I don't know. So we were out and I was somewhere and we were meeting people, or you were introducing me to people. And then you introduced me to a couple girls that came over and like said hi to you or whatever. And then afterwards I was like, have you introduced me to a lot of women that you've slept with before? And you're like, oh yeah, probably. And I was like, And then I was like,
I can't tell a lie.
it's not, and not that I would want you to, but, and it's not like I've met someone and I could like tell that by any means. But then I asked that when I'm out drinking, especially, I can be very like chatty with girls because I just like am more excited to talk to the girls in the group. But I was like, just don't let me sit there and talk to a girl that you've slept with for like 15 minutes and like just gabbing and not know, because I wouldn't like care either way to a certain extent because I trust you, but the fact that they know that they've slept with you and I didn't in that moment, it's just like a little more mentally off-putting to me.
You don't like that?
Yeah. But then other than that, I don't know.
I remember when he told me that.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, yeah, I got you. If it's somebody that I introduce you to and you shouldn't be talking to them for that long, I'll tell you to stop talking to them because they're a bad person.
That's not because they're a bad person.
They're a bad person.
No.
You don't want to be talking to her. She's bad.
No. But yeah, that's the only advice I would give.
Okay.
You just kind of have to determine what you like to put up with.
I think that's great advice. And I'm so thankful that you put up with the crazy lifestyle that we live. It's pretty hectic. To me, it seems normal, but I'm a fucking insane person, so.
But I have friends in relationships that you might be with a person that's a standard 9 to 5, and they tell me stories about their relationship that I would never want to put up with either. So it depends on.
You got to pick your poison.
Yeah, it depends on your character and personality. So.
Yeah, and you made a good point about like the flirting with girls thing because it's part of the job. I mean, any job you have.
Don't let them gaslight you, ladies.
Yeah, any job you have, whether you're a DJ
can flirt with you
or whether you're a fucking salesman, you could make that excuse about your job. Mm-hmm. So it's, at the end of the day, boils down, like you said, to the person.
Mm-hmm. You told a girl recently that they couldn't go in the booth because I wouldn't like it or something.
I'm still trying to figure out like a fun way to tell girls that they can't come into the booth that doesn't make me look like a little bitch. I'm working on it. Mm-hmm. I've started with my wife wouldn't like it.
But I would rather you not blame me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm still workshopping it to where I can. Because
I've never told you to tell people not to come back there.
Of course. I'm just blaming you because it's the easiest thing to do. They'll understand. There's really no argument to it.
Sure.
But it makes me look like a little bitch, and I don't enjoy that as much. So I'm still workshopping a good, that's how you come up with the good stuff. You got to just get in there. You got to tell them something, and then you'll figure out what the best way to do it is. But yeah, I've been having to tell girls, no girls in the DJ booth, and it's really not even because of you. I don't even want them there. Mm-hmm. They're just girls in the only reason I
have
no
room
girls
at Celeste. First of all,
there's no room at Celeste, but if I was single, you better believe I'd be fucking shoving girls back there.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is the only reason I have girls in the DJ booth is because you want to have sex with them. That's the only reason you put up with that. It's stressful with them. They're stupid. They put their drinks down on like the play button and shit. It just causes problems to have girls in the DJ booth. Like, the only reason to put up with those problems is because you're trying to get something from them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So it just doesn't even make sense to have them in there. I don't want anything from them.
Right. I'm trying to think of another line that you could say.
I'm workshopping it. Yeah. We'll come up with something.
Any other scenarios you got?
No, I don't have any other scenarios that I was thinking about. I'm just I'm trying to figure out, while we got you here, what else we could squeeze out of you. This is a good opportunity. I like that we do this every so often. I like that you're able to help me out by filling in when Jamel cancels. And I also love that we don't do it too often. I like that it's spread out. I like that it's special.
Mm-hmm.
It blurs the lines a little bit for me between like having this show and like me knowing that it's not like real life, and being able to go upstairs and get into my real life with you, you know. So this blurs the lines between that a little bit, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I do try and be as genuine and as real life as possible on here. But I really appreciate you having no brain cells, as you said, and still doing this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I have a little less brain cells than I would have if you didn't ask me this morning, but
Yeah, we're having a good time.
yeah.
And I'm excited. We got 75 days until... Do we need a backup? A backup? Why do I keep forgetting? I don't have brain cells either. What's White Shadow's role in this wedding?
Officiant?
Do we need a backup officiant? Do we need Diamond Cut on call? Do we need him to get ordained just in case White Shadow, for some reason, maybe he gets stuck on a layover flight from Mumbai, that it's got to stop in London before he comes back to Chicago or something? You know, these guys that are roaming the world, this is always something that's possible. If we need Diamond Cut up there ready to go.
Notice how he picked another DJ. I think he still wants the DJ set up.
I don't think we need you to get ordained, Diamond Cut. There are other ordained people there.
Okay, there's some, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Annie and John, both previously mentioned, are both ordained.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, I'm excited. Are you, what do you think is going to be different for you being a husband versus never thinking you were going to get married? Or have you already talked about that?
No, I don't think I've talked about that. I don't even know if I've really thought about that. Like, what's going to be different? I don't think anything's going to be different. I don't think anything's going to change, because I just love how everything is right now. I don't even understand how it could change to get better. It's just been so incredible. But I am very excited to say my wife. I've been thinking about that a lot. I've been thinking about even lying to people and just saying my wife already, even though we still have 75 days, but that it didn't feel right, because it's something I'm excited about. I should have to earn it in the next 75 days. I think that that's going to be really fun to be able to say, like, oh, I got my wife's car, or my wife's at home waiting for me. To be able to say my wife, I never ever imagined those words coming out of my mouth. And now I'm very excited for them. There's some power in that. I always thought marriage was stupid, but now I look at people that are married and I'm like, you did it. Like, you did the thing. There's respect and like, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess respect works. There's a lot of respect in that I never realized before. It just never registered. Maybe I pushed it away so much because I was scared of it, you know? Like, it's the ultimate commitment. It's the ultimate commitment. It really, now that I'm doing it, it really I can feel what it means, what it represents, what it is. So I'm excited to do that now. You've made me excited you're so good that you're worth committing the rest of my life to.
We just start crying. That's sweet. Thank you. That was obviously one thing that I asked you a lot in the beginning, or even before we got engaged, like knowing that we wanted to go down that path, was that, like, are you sure that you only want to be with one person forever? Like, because if you don't, like, that's completely fine, but don't try to do it for any other reason, I guess. And knowing that you hadn't been in a relationship, I guess, as serious as this one, or that you were talking about these things with someone in this way, I really was like, I guess that gave me like a little pause of just making sure that it is what you wanted. Because obviously no one wants to get divorced, no one wants to get cheated on, no one wants to get all of these bad things that happen. So I'd rather just not go into it if that's not what you're ready for. But you being very vocal with your words and actions that that's what you wanted is why we're here.
That's what I want. I want to make you my wife.
Yeah.
Don't put on the song. I'll start crying right now.
It's like, guys, we got him. We can make him cry right now if we want to.
Yeah. It's exciting. I feel I have these all sorts of moments throughout my days now where I'm like, damn, it makes me even more grateful for the friends that I have whose weddings I attended and was just a complete fucking menace. And they still love me today. It's crazy. I don't think I'd love me anymore, but that's just me.
Or didn't possibly get them a gift when going to their weddings. And now in the reverse, if you weren't to get something from someone, how that would make you feel.
Yeah. Yes. All of those things. I think about all of those things all the time.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be fun. We still have to book our honeymoon too.
Yeah. We still got to
We have a lot to
pay for that. I mean, book our honeymoon.
What?
What? Nothing.
I'll watch that back.
All right. Is there anything else? Should we end on love?
On love. Yeah, I don't have anything. How long we been going?
I don't know. Diamond cut. How we looking?
About an hour 30.
Damn. We're putting this boy to work.
He's tired too.
Yeah, everyone's tired. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. The Party with Strategy podcast. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a little comment.
Algorithm activating activities. That's what we like to see around here.
Let's go. And we'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.
Well, alright. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told. Use a lie.